Hello. Look at all of us. It looks so great. Hey, y'all. We're just stopping in. We've got me, Allison May. Wait, which way am I pointing?
Towards me. Tiffany Fitzpatrick.
Samantha Bikeman.
Tabby King. The great Jennifer Wardlow.
She's real far away, guys. We've all gathered in, what town are we officially in, actually? Salem, Virginia. I pay attention to geography, guys. We're tonight we're going to Glowing Healing Arts for our cool event that we're all going to do together. And then Sunday, we're going to be at the Roanoke Expo that this queen put together, representing a few of us in our tribe, collecting our people. And then we're here tonight to talk about Find Your Path. Are you guys ready? Do you have questions? Ask away. Go, 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 go. Also, say hi if you're here. Because we don't know. We're getting ready to go in like an hour, and we've had so many downloads, and we've eaten so much food already. It's been great. So
The food has been so good.
Yeah.
Truth. I'm so here for the food. Food just makes me, it fills my soul with joy. We had Mexican food yesterday. We had Chinese today. And
accurate.
And Jennifer made us some killer egg.
I don't know what that was.
It was delicious. Let's
So
talk
good.
about bagels for 20 minutes. That's the live.
Hashtag foodie.
But really, it's less about the food, and it's just more about being able to be together.
Yeah.
Being able to share in each other's energy. There's something magical about being just in that in-person moment with somebody. It's great to see you all on Facebook, and we love that, love that, love that.
Accurate.
However, it's so much more powerful and so much more magical when we can do this all together. And I think that's what the beauty of Find Your Path is going to be, is being able to make that physical connection. And then when you go back to Facebook, that's still there, right? I think that extends through the technology once you've made that initial connection.
Yeah. But see, the thing is with, when Facebook is generous enough to show us these memories that we have, that we've posted, we're not posting about, oh, look at this great Facebook group that we were part of, or look at this great community chat we were part of on social media. We're posting about our real life events that we go to and that we share to, because we're creating community. And we're we want to secure those memories and share those. And then when Facebook, 2 years later is look what you did on this weekend on, June 25th and 26th, you were together at the Find Your Path weekend. That's what you're sharing. And that's what, you get to relive those memories and share those with other people. And for me, someone who has had memory issues that I've had to process through shadow work, which I'll be talking about on the 25th and 26th. But as someone who's had memory issues and has had dissociation issues, having those memories pop up and be like, oh, that's right, that was such a good memory. And you don't get the same thing when we're just a part of a Zoom chat or a Facebook group. So
yeah, there's something about being able to hug each other and be in the same room that just
the energy
makes you feel so much less alone. I don't know. I guess when I was first going through my awakening, that was my big thing, was just no one gets it. No one understands it. I can't talk to anyone. So this weekend's really about just exploring that without apologizing for it, just whatever you want to learn about.
Yeah. Hang out with weirdos.
Having 10 super magical, powerful people come together to share the knowledge that they've accumulated over their journey. That's some powerful, bad word right there. That's some powerful stuff right there.
Got a lot of laughter.
Are we supposed to watch our language?
I know. Okay, I wasn't
That's
sure.
not my culture.
Yeah.
But that's such a good point. I think cumulatively we have 100 years of experience in our different modalities that we'll be talking about. That's
crazy.
It's incredible.
Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for joining. We're just chatting today. We've gathered this weekend, which I just chatted about, for Roanoke Expo. We're doing an event tonight here in Salem, Virginia. We just really wanted to connect as much as possible, getting ready for our Find Your Path event on June 25th and 26th in technically Columbus, Indiana, but it's in the middle of this magical place at the sanctuary. We're doing 1 and 2 day tickets because we realized maybe not everyone wanted to take 8 classes a weekend, but they're 45-minute classes. It's going to be Reiki, shadow work. We've got Tabby's Akashic stuff. Jennifer's doing crazy things. Jennifer, what are you doing?
spiritual distress, crystals, something else.
Crystals.
Oh, the
Yeah.
dualistic side of spirituality.
Oh,
Yeah, we'll be talking about Reiki. We'll be talking about channeling, soul language, the language of light, whatever kind of speaks to you.
creating protective magical charms, as well as a beginner's guide to intuitive tarot, and how to strengthen your own foundational structure within your life, balancing the 3D with the 5D.
Yeah, plant sitting.
And for
Runes.
that new person who's never really, it just wants to dip their toe in and see what's out there, I'm going to do just this intro to the holistic world. And we're going to talk about these words and phrases and modalities and what it all means and finding a direction and a way to go. That's, when you're first getting into this, it's you can feel so lost. And I think that it's very powerful to empower yourself in that way, to acknowledge what's going on around you. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the important thing about all of these modalities that we just talked about, is that they're all going to be an intro, a dip your toe in, a beginner's kind of taste of what that modality is. That way you can decide for yourself what calls to you, what feels right to you. Oh, that's what I want to hyper focus on and learn everything about that.
Right.
What calls to you to move forward. That's really the whole purpose of Find Your Path, is where do you want to go next?
Yep. I'm fine. Go ahead.
I feel like if you were to go and take every one of these classes and get the certifications in every one of these things, you'd probably be looking at $10,000, $15,000 investment. And then generally we find, this is okay. I'm glad I got the information, but it's not really resonating. It's not something that I go to. It's a tool in my toolbox. But to be able to just touch each one of them and go, ooh, okay, that one intrigues me. Or, you know what, that one doesn't resonate so well. And not have to invest that initial big chunk of money to figure that out. I mean, I think that's the power in this weekend for sure, besides the connection.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. It's
gonna be
so soul enriching. It's as much as it is about the education and the new modalities that you're going to learn about, it's also about that connection, about meeting new people, networking with like-minded people, so that you do feel like you have your tribe, or at least someone that you can walk the path with for all of us.
We lock eyes and it's forever. We're also going to be where we're holding the location is, well, I've renamed the sanctuary, and that's just what I'm calling it. It is our two beautiful friends, Daniel and Aki, have this beautiful property. It's literally like stepping into another world. They've been there since 1973.
Yeah.
And they're two amazing human beings that are just masters in all of masters of life. I just feel like they've got Aki literally floats.
She does.
She doesn't
walk.
And she's a master tea ceremony, and she was a master sushi chef for 25 years. And Daniel's just a walking angel. I think he's an earth angel. He's they built limestone amphitheaters and this little Japanese sauna thing. It's crazy awesome. I mean, you literally walk in there, they have this awesome dome house, and you're just what happened? Where am I? It's really just so much fun. A lot of things that we'll be doing too is really part of what we'll be doing too is just connecting to the earth and just being able to say hi. The plant sitting, I think, is something that is going to be really super dope too. Jared's going to wander around and tag things, and you come back and talk to you. And then we're also offering discounts on services as well, which you'll find out. Yeah, ask all the questions, ask away, whatever you want. Yes, Lorraine, of course. We're really just trying to put it out there, trying to connect with the tribe. This thing's going. How the world is changing, and we really have come together to just really decide this is what we live for, is love and community and connection and getting that together. And especially for Pellucity's long-term goals is to recreate, and just like with Say Unistay, is to recreate how we live on the planet and how we know people. And eventually we'll get soul gates built, and it'll be great, and we can just through.
And in inspiring others, and also validating our own desire to be weird as fuck.
Can you talk about the discount for buying more than one ticket?
Yeah, so if you buy more than one ticket, you can use the code FRIENDS, all caps, and that will give you is it 10% discount? Yeah, it'll give you a 10% discount. Also, if you are okay, I want to do it, but $200 not feasible for me, The Sunday ticket is 3 classes for $75, and the Saturday ticket is $125 for 5 classes. So you can split that up however you want. I think the discounts even apply. Like if you were just going to come Saturday with like you and 3 friends, I think you get 10% off of that ticket too. So we're trying to make it because I mean, all of us have spent a bunch of money taking a bunch of classes only to go, oh, that's so fun.
I met cool people.
Right.
Yeah, which is always super great. And honestly, if like just email hello@sanestay or hello@bluecityandlife.com or like DM one of us and we'll just figure it out. Like, it's really important that you have access to this, and we're just trying to figure it out. It's basically just like we're just trying to pay the venue so they can build their dome.
Yeah.
we have goals.
They have a pyramid house they're wanting to build a dome over, and they've just been so loving and giving to us.
Yeah. And they've been there forever. So we're just really trying to, and this is the base of the beginning, right? In the beginning, we figure out how to come together, and we grow that, and we encourage, and we cruise direct, and we connect, and there's just so much to it. And we are moving into such a beautiful new earth, and it's already here, and, really creating new circles and growing our new circles. And hi, babe.
Yeah.
We're just talking about plant sitting, Jared. Jared's gonna be a plant sitter. It's
so
gonna be
excited
crazy
for that.
because we're all so different, right? So that's what we're really finding in the way that we live our lives, but our belief is love and community and really connecting. We spent this whole morning talking about how like what the schools will look like that we're going to be building for all the kids and the parents. Well, here's the question. Okay, it may sound crazy, but here it is. But I heard someone sing and no one was home, and I swear it sounded like an angel. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was an angel. If that's what you felt, Lorraine, that's what it was.
Trust your instincts.
Yeah.
That's the number one. That's the first rule, the number
That's what
one
she's gonna
rule.
talk about.
And and that's literally the hardest part of the journey long term is just remembering to trust yourself, trust your instincts, because it's going to come back and back where you're like second guessing yourself, no matter how much experience you have. And that's why having a network, we were talking about that yesterday as well, having a network, having a community, Tabby, like you said, it helps to kind of validate yourself of, oh, that's right. I know what I'm trusting myself. This is my experience. Because when you have experiences that are outside the 3-dimensional, it can be really hard to trust yourself. And that it helps to have someone you can reach out to for that validation, or even just to hold space as you're like, hey, crazy rant. It's not actually crazy, but we feel that way sometimes about ourselves.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah, and especially there's so many things, that we come across that like energy healing, and you're like, what's that? And you're like, quantum healing, and you're like, what's that? And then you get into the world, you're like, soul language, light language. You're like, what's that? Yeah, so we all have these gifts, right? It's just how we're choosing to use them in our life, And sometimes it is really just about coming and experiencing, being in a place where the energy is really super beautiful, and to remind you that you are on this beautiful, wonderful planet, and this is a beautiful, wonderful place to be, especially in this time with so much energy changing and everyone's everywhere talking about some kind of big change. And there's just so much growth, and we're all have the ability to heal ourselves, right? And to heal others, and to heal our ancestors and the earth. And, the indigenous people of this land knew that. That's how they lived their life. And, to help bring that back too. So there's so many opportunities to really just connect and learn. And, we're very respectful of space. If you're not someone who likes to be in the front of the camera, you can just hang out, like whatever. Like we support introverts, extroverts. Like it doesn't matter. Like everyone's welcome at our table. We will figure it out. And really what it is about being able to create a space where you can learn and grow and ask questions and have experiences and release. And
Lorraine, it might mean something to you to let you know that there actually are several among us that have angelic connections and might be able to answer more of your questions, because if you're already recognizing angelic voices, then you might have a connection of yourself that you could help build upon. And that's another thing about Find Your Path is, if you already know a modality that you want to focus more on, but maybe you just haven't found the right person that feels right to connect with to help further your education in that. That if you're looking for a mentor, or if you're just looking for a friend that's like, hey, you think like me. Because what I've learned when it comes to energy work and magic and abilities that we develop is it can look like so many different things.
Mhm.
Like all of our gifts all come out in different ways. And when you can find someone that has like can relate to how you hear angels, or how you practice magic, or how you do energy work, or how you heal things, like when you can find someone to relate to that, it's like it's very validating, and it helps you kind of further your own progress.
Mhm.
And so maybe you're not coming to learn extra modalities. Maybe that's a bonus. Maybe you're coming to find someone that you can kind of connect with that has more experience than you, that you can kind of like catch up on your own gifts. Because that's another thing I've noticed is sometimes we feel once we have that spiritual awakening of, oh, there's so much to catch up on. You're in your own timeline. There's nothing to catch up on. That's important to notice, but I can understand how it feels that way. So,
Well, and when we're by ourselves and we're just in our own energy and our own power, I mean, it's wonderful and beautiful, and it's a great place to be. But when we get with other people, it doesn't just double that power. It amplifies it in such a way, and it really allows you to start unlocking more gifts and opening up more space and allowing for some of this growth to happen in maybe a little bit more exponential process or a different way than you can do it on your own. So that's another beautiful thing about gathering together, is it really helps to, create this energy vortex and really start to open things up and get things moving.
yeah, it's like all these little ripples across the water, and they kind of bleed into each other and then spread back out. And it's beautiful because it really does. Like one drop in the water ripples, multiple drops on the water, and they like ripple towards and away from each other. It's magical.
Yeah. All you need to do is just say yes and be open. There's no experience needed. We all started from ground zero, right? We all heard a calling, and and if you feel that this may not be the right time for you, feel free to share this out and connect with people you think they might be interested in. I always believe that, like, I always love traveling in groups and pairs, and that's just me personally.
This weekend.
Yeah, like this weekend. Like this weekend. And Tabby's like, I'm doing this Roanoke Expo. We're like, we're coming. Here we go. And
We're all in a room together.
We're all gonna just
Hang out.
be here. It's so great, and we're such a gracious host. Of course, we love her so much. It's just
It's been amazing.
Yeah, seriously,
Such an
Tabby.
amazing host.
Yeah, she also has float tanks, guys. Like, if you want to spend a holistic healing weekend, come to Salem and just book with her. She's got all kinds of stuff and knows all kinds of people. The community here is really amazing. And, and that's what we really wanted to just come on and say, like, we're here, we exist, we're real, like this is happening. Especially Tabby just said, why don't we all pop on together so they can see us together in one space? Like, that's such a beautiful thing. Really connecting. And, we are going to be traveling, and you're going to be seeing us in other parts of the countries as well, which is so great. But this is the beginning of something really beautiful. So if you're feeling really called, or if you have any more questions, like, I'm so happy you can just we can just set up a time to talk about stuff or any of that. We've had people say yes already. The space holds about 110 people. So we're doing that. It's outside. It is, I've been told it's going to be a most beautiful day. I said, okay. So we're doing it, and we're jumping in, and we're saying yes. And if you're feeling the call to say yes, and you're not sure, do it. I know we have the early discount until June 1st, I think, or something. So we've got a couple weeks still. And then it'll go up to the regular price.
2-day pass will be $250, and then a Saturday pass will be $150, and a Sunday pass will be $100.
Yeah, so definitely get in early. And Zoe, right? We're gonna come to Europe too. We're gonna have a European party.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna be so good.
Somebody needs to raise their hand when they're going to host it too, because somebody needs to host us over there, right?
Yeah.
Right. We'll have our own little hosting group. Be like, whose couch am I surfing on?
Yeah. In this scenario, there'll be a castle.
Oh, I'm good with that.
Yeah,
Anyone
a couch and a castle.
The Leo says, "Oh, I belong in a
yes.
castle."
Ashford Castle. Any
There's so
connections?
many
I'm just
castles.
manifesting that. Yes, thank you. Lorraine, as far as Florida goes, we actually have people that are coming from Florida, I believe. So that would be a really good connection as well, especially when you go back to Florida. I'd be like, yes, Florida people. Or you could just move here. That's cool. Here, Indiana, whatever.
Or Indiana girls. We're known as Indiana girls.
We just, everywhere we go, we try to get people to move to Indiana. We're like, where you should go? Indiana.
Bloomington, Indiana.
We'll collect them all.
It's like Pokemon. Collect them all. Which will be so happy. Yeah, well, in true form, so what's really cool about the Bloomington, Nashville, Columbus area is it contains the same geographical soil composition as Lourdes and thanks. What did I say? Geographical.
Yeah, geological soil.
6 of one, half dozen the other. Hashtag Aquarius. Hashtag versus Leo. No one knows I'm talking anyway.
In a former
anyway,
life.
it
That
has
was
the
her
same
idea.
soil composition as Lourdes and Stonehenge. So there's a lot of really mystical, magical things. The Shawnee people, right where we are, right on Monroe Lake Reservoir, it was very sacred land there. So we're working on reliving that. So yeah, it's just, if you're feeling the call, yeah, just come. Like there's so many places and nooks to stay around in Columbus and Nashville, Indiana, and Bloomington. It's just cool. It's gonna be so much fun.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
I'm so excited too. Jennifer, are you excited?
Jennifer said yes from the background.
So please connect, stay connected. Holler at us. We're getting ready to wrap up and roll out to our event tonight. So if you're feeling some crazy energy, feel free to tune in and
Get
get
the whole
some.
car full and make it a party
Mm-hmm.
weekend.
Yeah, man,
what we
it's
did.
so good. That's
There's
what we
so
did.
many B&Bs and Airbnbs and cabins.
Oh, yeah.
And tons of stuff in the area.
So, and food. There's so much glorious food.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, seriously, like
And
four
hiking.
of us jammed in my Ford Focus, and we're like, we're going to Virginia.
Yeah.
So seriously,
It was a blast.
grab some friends,
Yeah.
grab some snacks, and just like, yeah, just do
Yeah,
it
make
up.
a memory.
Because the energy this weekend, like we've not even been here for 24 hours, like, and the energy this weekend already is just so nourishing.
Yeah.
It feels so. I was saying that this morning about how like having a group of girls, a group of women that you actually feel safe with, because we all know how some women can be and how just being able to open up your heart, be like, sisters?
Yeah.
What?
Sister.
Like love?
Yeah, so good. Yeah, so please.
So we're healing shit, we're teaching shit, we're expanding shit, like
We're
feeling
saying
fun.
shit.
We're saying more shit. Cussing is cathartic. I'm not gonna apologize.
It's a soul language
Cussing is
word,
soul
man.
language,
It's all
yeah.
soul language. Swear away. Do it.
Oh, and that's, you mentioned share with your friends, because this may not be for you right now, but maybe you're that connection to someone on your network, on your group, in your family, in your friends group, that maybe you're that connection that passes this on to them and you don't even know it. So yes, by all means, please help us, help the people that need to come to this group, that need to come to June 25th and 26th, Find Your Path weekend workshop.
2022.
Yes. 2022, yes. Share it, because you could be helping them and not even realize it.
Yeah.
But also you should come because we want to see you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the hugs are going to be free and plentiful.
Yes. So many.
If you like to be touched.
Jared and my
Yes.
nightmare. Jared and I are out on hugs. Okay, I guess you can hug us.
Yeah.
If you,
We'll just do
always
this
ask.
the whole time.
if you have a no hug sign, just go to someone that has a hug sign.
Yeah.
Yes, free hugs.
Yeah. It's shareable. If you go into Pellucity's page, you can share this out. It's also streaming on our YouTube. If you're feeling super fancy, you want to go to Saint Estate's YouTube channel, and then I have it also in Saint Estate Tribe, which is private. You're right, so that you can't share from there, but you can share for other places, and people can catch the replays. Or even if you just shared the event out or whatever, if you're feeling super like you like to go and post things, I can get things printed at your local FedEx station, and you can go get them and post them up. If that feels like you want to do it that way, like whatever, if that calls to you, like. This is the beginning.
Yeah.
This
Local
is the beginning.
boutiques, local metaphysical shops, local bulletin boards at like college coffee shops, tea shops, etc. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's about it. Come and hang out with us.
Yes. And
Come,
after you watch
come
this
and hang out
replay,
with us. Come.
hashtag replay. But also, like, if you have any questions that we haven't already asked or answered, or if you come up with questions after we sign off, tag us up in the comments.
And then the comments.
Hit us up in them
those-
comments,
in
though.
those comments, please.
Yeah.
Please, thanks.
Jennifer, you got
Which
anything?
one?
You good?
I'm good.
Okay.
Jennifer's on it.
Jennifer's on it. She's also like 3 activations today already. So what? Tiffany,
Yes, Tiffany. Hello.
Allison,
Sammy.
Tabby.
Jennifer.
So
Did you say person? She's not a person.
She's
Don't let her
wrong,
fool you.
Yay. So yeah, thanks so much for tuning in. Just supporting and being here. Like the tribe is real friends. We're gathering. It's great. Guess that's it. Let's go save the world.
yay!
Another
Bye.
day to
Ending
save
broadcast. See you later. Ending broadcast. Can I do it? Can I do it? Did it? Bye. Do, 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 do.